Hi, this is Jamel with Recherche Kennels in Statesville, North Carolina. I am so excited to introduce for the first time a beautiful miniature toy Bernedoodle girl we have for sale that we are calling Lacy. If you don't like that name, you can change it. I literally just started calling that before the video. She is Miss Purple of Rahab and Zacchaeus' litter. She was born June 13th, 2024. So she's had over 400 or 500 hours of training. And again, this is the first time we listed her for adoption. So we know her personality very well. Her Recherche score is 678. 6 being that she is dependent, but she's just slightly dependent. Now, when she's in your lap, she's super dependent. She loves belly rubs. She was rolling over just a second ago. Loves belly rubs, loves to give kisses. But when she's on the ground, she doesn't follow you from room to room. She can handle being by herself and self-entertain. Activity-wise, she's a 7 out of 10. She does have energy. She likes to play. It's not extreme, but she's definitely a little bit more outgoing than she is calm and laid back. And then one of her best features is how confident she is. She's very confident. This litter is very confident. It's one of our best Bernedoodle litters, and she's confident, doing really well in training, as we're going to show you in a little bit. Size-wise, the mom is 22 pounds, the dad is 13 pounds. So we're putting them at around 15 to 25 pounds. Realize there's always a little bit of guess with any doodle breed out there, but we have had Zacchaeus as a dad before with a miniature, and that's about where the sizes are. So I would estimate them to be around 20 pounds is my guess. But as you can see, she's an F1b, which means she's 75% poodle. That's great because she's going to hardly shed at all. But she definitely looks like a Bernedoodle. She doesn't just look like any other doodle out there. Some of our Bernedoodles look like a Cavapoo or any other doodle, Labradoodle. She definitely has a Bernedoodle look to her. She definitely has that beautiful brown and black combination. Absolutely stunning. Now, what I'd like to do is to summarize our Puppy Training Institute, and we're gonna show off Lacy in training so you can see how smart she is, see how well trained she is. Then I'm gonna come back and let you know what you need to do to adopt her. Our Puppy Training Institute has 4 core areas. There's a couple areas that are very visible that we can easily show you on camera. Some of them are a little bit harder. The one area that's very visible to show off is outside training, and a big part of that is leash training. Puppies love the pull, they love the tug, they love the cut in front of you. So we train them to walk on our left side. We train them to do something that's called an auto sit. That's when we stop walking, they automatically sit without having to be told. What that does is that builds respect, that builds confidence. The second area that's very visible is obedience training. We teach all of our trainers to teach our puppies to sit, down, stay, come, place, and kennel. One thing that makes us unique is all of our trainers are certified dog trainers, and they train the puppies with 3 different ways. We use hand signals, words, and the lead. Some of the areas that are very visible is sit. We put our hand up, they sit down. We point to the ground, they lay down. We say stay with the stop sign, they will stay for seconds. When they get older, for minutes. The place command is also a command that we use where they jump up on the cot. What that does is that helps transfer the most difficult parts of obedience training, stay and come. You definitely will want to buy a cot because it will help them. The other area that we work on is crate training. That's where they go into a crate on their own volition. We open up the crate, we say kennel, they walk in the crate, and they stay in the crate until we release them. The next area that we actually spend more time on than all the areas combined is house training. House training is about 2/3 of their total training. This is where we work on the most important area of potty training. Of course, we're training them not to use the restroom inside and the signal eventually to go outside. Puppies at 12 weeks of age can typically hold the restroom for about an hour during the day, whereas a puppy at 6 months can do around 4 hours. The same thing is with crate training. We train them to sleep at night in a crate, to eat in a crate. And a 12-week-old puppy can typically sleep around 4 hours without having been let out. A 6-month-old puppy can do 6 to 10 hours. So the older they are, the better they're gonna be house trained. We also know that while they're in house training, we train them not to jump up on us, not to chew things in the house, not to bite our hands. It's very extensive. The last area of training that's the most difficult to show but equally important is socialization training. That's a couple areas. First, we're working on them to be socialized around different people. We want the puppies to bond quickly with their new family, so they're trained with multiple people. We have over 50 full-time trainers and staff members that handle the puppies constantly, so they're not used to only one person and in one environment. We also desensitize them as best as possible. We play a TV and we get them desensitized to vacuum cleaners, to hair dryers. We even take them on field trips so they're not getting car sick and they're used to being around different people in different places. It's very important, and it's probably the most difficult thing to show on camera. That is our Puppy Training Institute. Now, if you're interested in this puppy, read through this entire page. If you scroll to the bottom, you'll see pictures that we just took. Right above the pictures are the prices for each training level. Now, some people do have a hard time finding the prices, so in this video, we're gonna show you where prices are found on a typical page. But the prices you see in this video may not be this exact puppy. You do need to look at their page. And then right below this video is a link that says, click here to fill out puppy application. Click on the link, fill it out. We will respond to you within 24 hours. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video of Lacy. Again, this is Miss Purple of Rahab and Zacchaeus' litter. Thank you for the privilege of your time, and God bless.